Hi there, it's Wednesday, April 6th. New comics just came out. My name is Nathan Elliott, and I go by Peteparker on most of the sites that I frequent. And I do reviews every week. The deal around my house is that if I can buy comics as long as I review them. So I'm reviewing them. The first one that I'm reviewing this week is Marvel Zombies 3, Marvel Zombies Supreme, number 3 of 5. Where to begin with this series? I really didn't like this book, the first one, very much. I thought it was kind of poorly put together, and it was kind of neat to see the Squadron Supreme as zombies, but it's not that interesting to make the whole book interesting. So I planned on not buying it again. So then I picked up number 2, which featured a lot of homages to Superman's background, basically using Hyperion as a zombie, and making a lot of jokes about how he's basically Superman and how Superman would be a zombie, which was pretty cool. So I thought for sure that they were going in a different direction, that they were kind of joking with it, kind of doing that kind of thing through the rest of the book, but number 3 does not look like that's the way it's going. This is written by Mark Marafino, I believe. Yes, Marafino, and penciled and inked by Fernando Blanco. And the art's not bad. It's pretty standard, I guess. Colors are sometimes good. Sometimes I really thought the art was actually really good, but it was not consistently good all the time for me to really think that constantly. The story, if you liked the first book of the series, then you'll probably like number 3. It's very similar in the way it's styled out. It's a lot more, I guess, story progressive. I liked in the second one how it was kind of funny, like I mentioned, and they focused more on what would be the crazy parts of if the Squadron Supreme were zombies, whereas the rest of this book is more dealing with like a real plot as far as how the Squadron Supreme became zombies and how they're going to be contained. The cover kind of gives away what the idea is in the end of this specific book, but that's not surprising anyway. But it has a bunch of characters, this Black Ops team that went in to kind of contain the zombie plague. They're not actually the Squadron Supreme who are zombies. They're they're clones of the Squadron Supreme who were actually human beings on Earth who were dead. So they took dead bodies and transformed them using the Squadron Supreme's DNA to make them clones of the Squadron Supreme. So they believe that they're the Squadron Supreme, only they are zombies because they're dead people, and they use some Z energy from out in space. So it's a pretty stretched, thin plot line anyway. But, the whole point of zombies in the Marvel Universe, or the whole reason why the first couple series were really popular, was that you got to experience the craziness, the wackiness that would happen, and some of the crazy, sadness, I guess, of what would happen if the main characters became zombified and actually got to do whatever they want, because they're superheroes. They would probably, or super people, they would probably do whatever they want. This is a lot different than that. This is a lot more of trying to contain them, and they're trying to... I still don't even really know what the point of the zombies is. They are clones, basically, who woke up from death, and now they're trying to escape containment, or that they are in a secret facility or something like that. And they're also trying to eat the scientists while they're going, but they're all immensely powerful, and they're still not able to get out. I don't know. It's weird. And then, on top of all that, in the last issue, there's a spoiler for you, Jack of Hearts showed up. They used the Z energy, the people that are the good Black Ops team, used strange machines and Z energy that was collected by these scientists to bring Jack of Hearts randomly back to life. And now he's passed out, and he's supposed to probably end up helping them. But so strange altogether. I guess, I shouldn't be expecting as much as I am from this series, but I was really hoping that, given the hokiness and the bit of comedy that was in the last one, that they would take it in the same direction and go that way. But instead they went back to what they were doing in the first one. So again, if you like the first one, if you didn't really like the second one, then you'll really like the third one, and probably the fourth and fifth, because 2 out of 3 means that's probably the direction that they're going. So I will probably not be buying the next one. I'll probably flip through it at the store at best, unless it's got some craziness to it that I really need to see or need to read about. Let me see if there's anything else in here that I didn't talk about. Oh, no. Well, there is that one thing. So, in the beginning, Nuke, who's on the Squadron Supreme, made his way out of the scientific containment and made his way to a power plant. So, I work in the nuclear sector, and I found a lot of this stuff. I was really hoping that there was going to be some stuff in there that was like way off base and really wrong. There's not really. It's kind of wrong, but it's not really wrong. So that's pretty good. I mean, Mr. Marafino knew enough about, or researched enough about, radiation and nuclear power plants to know, generally what would happen, and, not stretch the limits or make, these crazy wild claims about mutated people or instant death from radiation or anything like that. So I give it that. There you go. So actually, I'm probably going to give this a 2 out of 5. If the art was terrible, then it would definitely be a 1 out of 5, and I'd be sad that I bought it. Now I'm only just sad that I paid $4. So there you go. Check out my other reviews that I'm going to be doing here in a few minutes for the rest of the books that I bought this week. And otherwise, I'll see you around. Thanks.